Hello, everyone, and welcome to BryceBits, where you can get a little bit of wisdom. I'm Bryce Newberger, a pastoral mentor with side-by-side counseling based in Arizona. Let's dive on into today's episode. So we're going to be here. My in-laws banned me from their home on my daughter's birthday. Okay, that sounds not good. My daughter had in-laws, so you obviously must have lived with them, or maybe the daughter's birthday is being hosted there. Let's find out. My daughter had her fifth birthday this year at her grandparents' home, as we do every year. This year, I had my parents fly in for the summer to spend time with us. They have a pool, and it was a pool party. All the kids were in the pool, and there were no adults in the pool, so I went in to supervise. Smart. Very smart. You got to do that. My daughter loves playing in the pool with me and asked me to throw her like I usually do. So I grant the birthday girl's request and give her a good toss. Then the school friends started clawing at me saying, me next, so I give her a gentle toss. That's how these things run. You do it for one, you do it for all. Then her cousin wanted a turn. Yeah, this is how it goes. So I gently toss her as well. All the kids are laughing with glee. All I can hear is splashing, laughing, and kids wanted me to throw them next. Everything was under control. I was being very gentle and told the kids only one at a time. Yeah, this sounds fun. You're doing a good job. You're being a good father, uncle, host. You're doing a good job. Suddenly, my daughter's step-grandparent starts yelling at me, saying he's had enough of me, and if I can hear him now, he's had enough of me, and if I can hear him now, and he was just furiously berate. This sentence doesn't make any sense. Then suddenly, my daughter's step-grandpa starts yelling at me. So, step-grandpa is your new wife's dad, or grandma got a divorce, got remarried, and this step-grandpa's it's hard to understand that relationship. Yelling at me, saying he's had enough of me, okay? And if I can hear him now, see, I don't know what to do with that part. He was just furiously berating me. I was taken aback. I couldn't even compute what was happening, so I didn't fully understand what he said. Then her grandmother started saying it's because I don't listen to their rules. All right, interesting. So I just stood there silently confused. So obviously you don't know what the rules are. Then one of the mothers came and said she doesn't think I was doing anything wrong. Okay, you're getting some backup. This is like that TV show, The Slap. I don't know what's going on. After everyone left, I tried talking to the grandma, saying I didn't hear anything about kids playing, about kids splashing and laughing. She called me a liar. All right, these old people seem unhinged. So I said, this is crazy. I mean, sometimes, you just get to a certain age where you just hate everyone and anything with life in it. And maybe that's what this is. And she took it as I called her crazy and then banned me from the house, which is fine because I don't want to see those people ever again after that. It's not a bad take. For perspective, I am an Asian man. All right. We'll see why that's important. My daughter's mother is a white woman. Okay. Her entire family sees themselves as upper class white people. Okay. So we're playing the racism card. I've always felt they don't fully accept me because I'm the only non-white person, but that's life. People are tribal and I accept it. Well, you're not wrong. My daughter's, it's not okay. That's not fair. That's not right. But being aware of it will protect you. My daughter's aunt and her husband would fly in almost every year to spend the holidays, etc. at her parents' house. Her uncle is a drunk doofus who has dropped his daughter's head on concrete. Oof. Pulled my daughter underwater, making her swallow water when he does it. That's not good. Tosses them around the pool full tilt, and no one bats an eye. He's a Class A rude douchebag who calls my daughter a half-breed. Whoa. Nope. Nope. We'd have problems. I mean, I'm white. My wife is white. My first wife was white. So I can't imagine being in your shoes and having to deal with this. Tries to act tough and attempts to bully me. Man, yeah. I've shut him down every time and beat him in every challenge, and I crushed him in wrestling and arm wrestling. Okay. All right. The only reason I haven't beat him into submission for his disrespect is my respect for others in the family. Yet his behavior never changes and he can do no wrong in their eyes. All right. There you got problems. So these rules, I'm told I don't follow seem like they're only for me. They also fail to inform me of any of these rules beforehand as well. It's too late now. Am I the a-hole? You're not. TLDR, banned from the in-laws house. Too long didn't read. Banned from the in-laws house and family gets together for gently tossing kids around the pool at my daughter's request on her birthday. Yeah. So Let's talk about this situation. One, of course, you're not the a-hole, right? You got some racism going on here. So for my first wife, when I married her, it was a great relationship. We were best friends for 10 years. It was awesome. Like, it was really awesome. Like, I really look back on the time in my life as an amazing time in my life. And, so we had fun. We had a lot of fun together. Her family, when I came around, I was 17. I was visiting from out of state. We had met. It's a long story. And I would come to visit. And that typical kind of hazing when you're the boyfriend dating a girl in the family happened, which is fine. Like, it's okay. So, trying to make me look dumb, trying to beat me at games, and really the goal wasn't for me to win and beat everyone at everything. It was to be a good sport. That's really what it's about. It's about being a good sport and working your way into the family. Once I was in the family and we were married for a while and we had kids, it didn't stop. Like, now I had been married for 3-4 plus years to this woman. We had multiple kids, and the hazing of the family didn't stop. And I just told my wife, they had this family tradition of going to those people's house for Christmas, and it was just a night for me to be mistreated. And Christmas is like, it was Christmas time. I really love Christmas. Christmas was supposed to be fun, exciting. I have a lot of like warm, like filled memories from my childhood growing up and celebrating Christmas. And so my family was in Oklahoma. I'm now in Arizona. There's a little that seasonal effective, just missing my parents and during those parties and times. So I'm already not in a good mood or trying to be, trying to be in my best mood. And then we go to this and it's Christmas Eve when we do it. It just wasn't fun. So I told my wife, hey, I don't want to spend my holiday this way, right? We can and I would still do poker nights with the guys with them. We'd invite them over for Thanksgiving or wherever's house it was. That was fun. It was filled. It was great. But Christmas Eve, I was like, this just isn't for me. This is not fun. I'm not enjoying this. I don't like it. I would like us to come up with our own tradition, to do our own thing where everyone can be enjoyed. And they were sad when we stopped participating, but it was because they were jerks about it. And honestly, it wasn't a side of the family that we really connected a lot with anyways. And so there wasn't a lot lost in that. It sounds pretty rough to say, but there's many other times in the year they could connect with us. And a few times we did. So I would say, yeah, stick up for yourself, right? This is a healthy boundary to say, hey, they're not respecting me. They're not, and obviously it's putting your kid in a rough situation as well. And setting up that boundary, like they banned you, that's probably for your betterment. I would say, it's like, you can't fire me, I quit kind of thing. It's like, hey, we're done anyways. So you guys enjoy your party. Me and mine, we're not going to show up. We're going to go do our own thing. We're going to have fun, right? It sucks to miss out on a pool, but there's community pools, right? There's swim parks. There's other things you can go to. You don't need this heat, right? So getting yourself out of that situation is smart. And in my own personal situation, when we did have, they started, there was one year where they moved their Christmas party back. So it wasn't on Christmas Eve. And we were like, okay, well, let's dip in for a moment, say hi to people, and then we'll leave. And everyone was much more respectful. They mind their manners much better. And there was some communication that we had to have saying, hey, here's why. Like when some people asked, hey, here's why we're not coming. You guys really don't treat me very nice, very well. And we'd just be rather doing other things anyways. I hope you guys enjoy your party. And we're just going to go make our own tradition. We had this like Christmas train thing we do and see Santa Claus. And we had a great old time. So I think you're good. I think you did the right thing. Well, you didn't do it. They did it. They banned you. But I think that's for the best. I think you're lucky. I think you need to stay away. Sounds like they don't want to see their granddaughter again, as you should not allow your daughter to visit a house where you're not allowed in. They're the a-hole. You're not. Yeah. I agree. That's good. Not the a-hole. Well, if you're banned from your in-laws' house, I guess they don't want to see their granddaughter or daughters, as you and your family will not visit them. Yep. Yep. I know you don't want your daughter to be deprived of knowing her grandparents, but they don't have to be deprived. They can take her out for lunch. You guys can meet out for lunch. Go out to dinner. It doesn't have to be at their house. But But aren't you concerned that they may be talking bad about you? Yeah. Using racist language? Absolutely. You don't want your daughter being, especially being called half-breed. Like, what the heck is that about? No. It's concerning for me that they will drip poison in her ears, especially starting so young. Absolutely. Yeah, and if someone's calling, I know it's not the grandparents, it's the uncle or whoever, but being called half-breed, holy crap. Oh, here we go. He has called your daughter half-breed and no one said anything? Yeah, WTF. Yep. Problems. So this one's pretty open and shut. I do think that you have some healthy boundaries set for you. I think if they're like, hey, we've talked and you may come back now, you'd be like, oh, thank you, but no, like we're not coming back. And I would say don't end the relationship, never end the relationship unless you absolutely have to. But I would say these people need a talking to. They need to have some more respect, some more perspective. And if they're not going to shift that, then yeah, you're better off staying away for a time. Guys, if this advice has seemed valuable to you, if you are going through a difficult family dynamic, if you're experiencing difficulty fitting within a culture or community, and you want to know how to navigate that and set boundaries and advocate for yourself, you can schedule a session with me at sidebyside.az.com. We can schedule a free 15-minute consultation. We can just chat for a little bit, see if we're a good fit. I've got no problem referring you on to someone else if you want, if it's not a good fit between us. Either way, I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.